in Virginia now, and she emailed, texted her mother saying, "Thought you might like to tell Daddy I was appointed in Extension Ministry to Union Presbyterian Seminary by Bishop Sygeel of the Pacific Northwest Conference. Maybe surprise him at the party with me. You could show Pastor John the text and he could read it. Love you. Thinking of you both today." Indian? Did you read one?
It's Polish for my little chicken.
Polish for my little chicken? Okay. And now, here is a message from that same Crystal, their one and only, to the beloved congregation of Oxford United Methodist Church. When my parents married in 1969 in the San Fernando Valley, Dave was an atheist and Joanne was a believer. The story goes that Mama prayed over Daddy for 10 years that he would come to know the Lord. It was when we were stationed in Heidelberg, Germany, attending Patrick Henry Village Chapel on June 4th, 1979, that my dad accepted Christ. Not long afterwards, he began teaching Sunday school to high school youth. He had found his passion in working with youth, and there it would long remain. We would have more tours of duty, and almost all of them involved Dave leading junior and senior high youth in Sunday school, youth group, and mission trips. My father loved serving his country, but his desire to serve Christ was all the more. When he retired from the military in 1992, and my parents returned to my mother's homeland of San Antonio, Texas, he was given a new lease on life and a new chance at a vocation. Enter Oxford United Methodist Church. You'll all know the history of what's gone on at the church these 20 plus years more than me. But what I do know is how much Dave savored being in Christian fellowship with you. I know how much he treasured the honor of being in leadership with you, how your well-being as a congregation was paramount to him, and how much he tried to follow the example of Christ as your youth minister / business administrator / guy who knows all things Oxford. What I also know is how much you all love my dad, because every time I came to visit you said, "Oh, I just love your dad." I know when Dave was in the hospital you came to visit, offered up your prayers, gave hugs, made food, and left to the important work of covering his areas of ministry. Most of all, I know you gave my father a chance at the vocation he always dreamed of, to serve Christ in full-time ministry. Thank you for loving Dave all these years, for accepting his leadership, for challenging him when necessary, for embracing him flaws and all, for celebrating him, not just today, but near every day for the past 22 years. Again, thank you. To my mother, Joanne Sygeel, Mama, it's important to recognize what you have given Oxford United Methodist Church as well. An accomplished layperson, you have served on several committees, demonstrated leadership with the Oxford Prayer Chain, United Methodist Women, and of course the Drive-Through Nativity. It's also important to recognize the hours you gave by supporting Dave in his ministry. Part of your ministry has been in the offering of your husband to God, that Dave might be about the work of the Lord and that Oxford might thrive. It's important that you own this contribution and that you allow Oxford to recognize it as well. To my father, David R. Sygeel, today, I know this is hard for you, sitting and listening to everyone talk about what you've meant to them, to the church as a whole, You would much rather be doing the work of Jesus than celebrating your accomplishments. But this party isn't only for you, Dave, it's also for Oxford. Because if we don't get the chance to say goodbye to the ones who matter to us, it makes closure hard and moving on even harder. You have to give them the same leadership and love today as you did every day for 20 plus years. Saying goodbye is included in the work of servant leadership. So let them say wonderful things about you. Let them hug you and say thank you. Let them tell you goodbye. Let it wash over you like some wild wave of grace, and let it carry you away with shouts of bon voyage and much love. And don't forget us, because we will never forget you. Let it go in Daddy, so that they can know this beautiful chapter in Oxford's life has come to a close, and another beautiful one has begun. Receive every gift of grace they offer, for them and for you too, with enormous pride and enduring love. Your daughter, Crystal Renee Sygeel. We come now to a time of presentation of some gifts. Aaron has one on behalf of the youth, and Leslie, Christy, and Michelle, and Terry, I think, already went about the business of getting some other gifts. I'm not seeing Terry or Michelle. They're doing something else, I guess. Well, there's Terry. There's Michelle. Christy, would you also get this other gift? But in the meantime,